Hello, this is Geometry Notes 12-2 with Mrs. Moslick. Do the warm-up, and then when you are done with the warm-up, go ahead and press play. Okay, on this one, since they are dealing with cosine, we are going to use ka toa, so we'll deal with ka. So cosine of our angle A, let's figure that out. So we are going to circle angle A, and once you circle angle A, go ahead and identify the opposite side and the hypotenuse side and the adjacent side. And the question says, find how long is AB. So let's just call that X. So we know from this picture that cosine of angle A is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side. So from this particular problem, the adjacent side is X, the hypotenuse side is 18. In our problem, we see that the cosine is 3/4. So we will just replace our cosine with 3/4. So 3/4 equals x over 18. And now just cross multiply. So you have 4x equals 3 times 18, which is 54. Divide both sides by 4, and 54 divided by 4 is 13.5. That's our answer. Okay, let's go ahead and start this new chapter, and this is on surface area of prisms and cylinders. Let's start our thought with a prism. A prism is a three-dimensional shape with two congruent parallel bases. It's nice to have a highlighter and to highlight your bases. And once you highlight your bases, what you can do then is with a red pen, it is nice to be able to connect those bases, and that is your capital height. So the distance between the two bases is your height. So lateral area of a cylinder, I often like to write those as LA. So LA is lateral area, is the area around your three-dimensional figure, and your surface area, so that's your perimeter, the base times the capital height, and your surface area, I like to refer to it as SA for surface area, is that lateral area plus 2 times the area of the bases. Let's go ahead and find some lateral areas. So flip the page. Number 1, find the surface area of the rectangular prism. Instead of identify the bases and the lateral area, let's go ahead and just find the surface area by adding up the areas of all the sides. So for instance, we have these two sides. So that would be 2 times, let's say this is our width and this is our height and this is our length. So normally, volume of a box is length times width times height. So surface area is just adding up all of the areas of each of the sides. So for instance, we have 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times height times width in any order. Plug in the numbers. So our length, we identified it as 12. The width, we identified it as 6. The length is 12. The height is 6. And the height is 6 and the width is 6. So we're just adding up all 6 faces. So 6 areas of the bases. So 2 times 12 times 6 is 144. 2 times 12 times 6 again is 144. And 2 times 6 times 6, 72. Add up all of those, 144 plus 144 plus 72, you get 360. And that would be square meters. Next problem, find the surface area of the pyramid with the square base. So first of all, let's go ahead and find the area of the base. I will show that in just a highlight. So here's our base. And if we want to find the area of that base, that is just, so surface area is the area of that square base. And then plus we have 4 sides coming up, and those are triangles. So we're going to add up 4 areas of triangles. Let's identify this is your height of your triangle, and this is the base of one triangle, and there are 4 of those triangles. Again, let me just show it to you a little easier by highlighting this one face, this one triangle, and there are 4 of those triangles. So area of a base square base is base times height, and the area of one triangle, we'll use the formula 1/2 base times height. So we have 25 times 25 plus 4 times 1/2 times the base is 25, the height is 32. Put that all in your calculator as one thing, or you can do it separately. So 625 plus 1600, add those, you get 2,225, and that is square feet. Last problem, we're going to find the lateral area. Now, the lateral area is, just think about this as here's our bases, and the lateral areas is just around that. So it's kind of like if you think about a soup can, and you are finding the area around that, like the paper that goes around the soup can. So it's the perimeter of the base times height. Now, the perimeter of the base is just the circumference, which is 2 pi r. So we have 2 pi times 14 times 18, and that's about 1,583.36. So our answer for the lateral area, let's just round to one decimal place, is 0.4, and that's square feet. Now the surface area is all of the pieces. So the surface area is the lateral area plus the area of the two bases. And so the lateral area we just found, that is your 2 pi times 14 times 18. And then the area of the base, one of them is a pi r squared. So we have two of those. So our formula is 2 pi times 14 times 18 plus 2 pi times 14 squared. Put that all in your calculator, and you get 2,814.9, and that's square feet. Have a great time with the lesson. Hope it goes well.